The true flame of the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement is a well-documented process in American history. The Montgomery boycott is often noted as the flame that helped bring it to national attention. One story we don't know is who lit the flame. On March 2nd, 1955, Claudette Colvin was on the way home from school. When the buses became crowded, African Americans seated in the first two rows of the Negro section were required to give up their seats to whites. Claudette refused this demand, and she was forcibly removed from the bus and arrested by two police officers. Once African American community leaders heard of this incident, they were ready to rally behind this young face. But after digging into her background, they decided that Claudette wasn't good enough to be the face of this new movement. Claudette was young, pregnant, she hadn't finished high school, and she had no strong community ties. So her incident was buried in the halls of history. Fast forward 9 months to December 1st, 1955, and Rosa Parks becomes the face of the civil rights movement because she, like Claudette, refused to give up her seat to a white person. Rosa Parks got her start in political activism in the 1930s, when the Scottsboro Boys case was making national headlines. Parks and her husband helped raise money to assist with their defense. In 1943, Rosa Parks became a member of the Montgomery chapter of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or the NAACP. She was a secretary from the time she became a member until she left Montgomery in 1957. Months before she'd be written into history books, Rosa attended the Highlander Folk School in Tennessee. Highlander Folk School was a center for training activists for workers' rights and racial equality. The method they advocated the most was peaceful protests. Rosa was deemed a better fit to be the face of this new movement because she was a known political activist and a member of the NAACP. She was also married and held a full-time job as a seamstress. Parks was also selected because community leaders believed that others would be able to relate to her more than Claudette. But what happened to Claudette? After the December 20th, 1956 Supreme Court ruling in Browder v. Gale, the landmark case that ruled bus segregation unconstitutional in Montgomery, Claudette remained in Montgomery for 2 more years. Because she testified in that case, where she was a plaintiff, she received much notoriety and eventually had to leave Montgomery because she was labeled a troublemaker. She moved to New York City in 1958, where she remains to this day. When asked about her feelings about lack of recognition, Claudette says she isn't angry, just disappointed, but she is very, very proud of what she did.